What you say now? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Currently, I'm in the middle of watching Ole Miss game. Yeah, I'm saying I haven't watched football in a while, but Ole Miss is the only team that I have watched this year out of some years of just really watching football, right? And they playing Auburn, and as I'm watching the game, like Ole Miss record is 5-1. I think they only lost to Alabama. Okay, Alabama is a good team. So they've been making all these mistakes, penalties, and, the score is tied. Right now it's 14-14 before halftime, about to be halftime. But they're making all these mistakes, having all these penalties, and then they'll do something good, and then as quick as they did something good, saying it's like they get knocked back some steps. Y'all know Spirit has a million ways to give you messages. And I know that me watching this is not no coincidence, because I could be doing other stuff. But Spirit said, pay attention. This is how he's doing your enemies. Like they feel like they done got 2 steps ahead, but they got ahead doing the wrong things and going about it the wrong ways with bad intentions. You feel what I'm saying? Like trying to push people out the way by any means necessary to get to the top, or from stopping them from getting to the top before them, or don't want them to get to the top because whatever the fucking reason, I'm not in that headspace. I never thought like that. So I'm not going to even begin to try to comprehend the shit, because it's stupid to me. If you can focus so much on somebody else and what the fuck that they are doing, you can put that same focus on yourself. The Spirit said, that's facts. But y'all just be telling y'all, be mindful. Be very mindful. Because at this point in time, y'all be mindful of your energy and who is coming in it and what you're feeling and all that stuff. Like, y'all pay attention, because there's a lot of shit going on. Protect your energy. Stop touching people. Stop letting people touch you, because that is one for sure way, especially if you low vibrational and you do not know how to protect your energy, for entities to switch off to you. And I know I have said this a lot of times, and Fallen, the movie with Denzel Washington when he was younger, prime example. And I'm pretty sure it's more movies like that, but at the top of my dome, that's what I think why I always mention that movie, because that was the first movie when I actually seen what I needed to see as far as spirits, what Spirit was trying to show me. Because many times Spirit would give you the seed to plant. It will plant that seed, and you might not know what's going on at that moment. Okay, interception number 5. Y'all, like I said, I've had the pleasure of meeting Ole Miss football team. And if those that know me, and if y'all watch me and been around me and stuff like that, like, I'm really coming back out of my shell and being who I truly was initially growing up, as far as like my creativity, making people laugh. Like, I don't try. It's just something that's natural. Like, I jank, but when I jank, I don't jank to hit nobody under the belt. You know what I'm saying? Like most people do. Like, I joke around and have fun with them, and they cool. Like, one of the office linemen, every time I see him, And I tell him, good luck, have a good game and all that stuff. And he always dap me up. Like I said, and two, Spirit, yeah, I was getting so many downloads. But Spirit also said too, stay focused on your goals. Because people are coming in acting like they want to help you. Spirit, I'm here. Spirit said, sweet talking. Pay attention to sweet talking, to, fast talkers and all this stuff. Like, if you ask them a question, they say something, you ask them a question, and then they try to kind of brush it, skim over what you asked them and try to go into something else. Something ain't right. Because if a person have good intentions and you ask them a question, they're not going to avoid the question. They're going to talk about it. Not unless, y'all just get interrupted by something else. And then, maybe that's just Spirit's way of saying that, this is not the time y'all need to talk about it, because it could be somebody around y'all, listening or, monitoring spirits and stuff like that. Y'all, if y'all don't believe in that, I'm telling you, you do not have to believe in voodoo. But if you are aware that people do have bad intentions and do root work and all that stuff, the awareness is what makes the spell work kind of subside. If you get what I'm saying. Spirit said pay attention. Like last night we was out and about. I know y'all seen the picture when I had took a picture with this couple that was Belle and the Beast. And it was two guys that was around them. Now, they waited till after I took the picture, and one of them started talking to him. And I know he was trying to holler or whatnot. So we got to talking. And this man gonna try to tell me that what I believe in was wrong. I just laughed at him. I let him talk and everything. Because one thing I'm not finna do is argue with no fool. And I'm not finna argue with nobody about what Spirit tells me and shows me. Because the proof is in the pudding. Y'all can check my YouTube page out, because I am putting this on Instagram too. So I will be putting this on Instagram. Y'all can check out my Instagram page, whichever was, flip it, vice versa or whatnot. Like, I have spoken on some stuff, and it might not have came true, or it's going to come true, or some of it came true, but people resonate. There's so many people in this world, and when we do general readings, we are picking up on energies that is the strongest at that moment, at this time, what Spirit is showing us. Now take it. That's why you have free will. You can choose to stay on your path or choose to do something different. Right? Oh, y'all too. Oh, I'm in Montgomery right now. And we just walking. And, my coworker's like, hey, y'all, let's go down here by the water, da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, yeah, if those of y'all don't know me, I went to Alabama State. That's my alma mater. So I was like, okay. As long as I've been here, I ain't really know that was when I was going to school here. I didn't know that stuff was down there. So we get down there, and I'm looking. They had like a party, little cruise boat and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, man, I want to do that. So we looking at the people getting on, they crunk, we laughing, woo, woo, woo. Then I look at the little steamboat type thing. It might not be called a steamboat, but in my mind, that's what it is. And I'm like, ain't this the place where they had that big old brawl? Okay, was like, no, I don't think so. I was like, I think it is. We walked down a little bit further, y'all. Why they had the chair out there? And then there was some people standing around. One man had that hat, and he did me a solid, and he threw that hat up and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? But after that, we ran into some people, and I walked up to him and started talking to him. I mean, I don't know them personally, but I've seen them before and stuff like that, and we was talking. So I'm talking to the female, and, Spirit had drawn me to her. Because when Spirit has messages, he either you going to give the message willingly or you are going to be forced to give the message. Because when you have a calling on your life, that's just what it is. You gonna have that calling on your life until Spirit is like, you know what? Okay, you're going to have to come back next lifetime because you're not listening. I can see you're not trying to get into your calling, right? So I'm talking to her, and, you know, she was telling me, you know, her fears and stuff like that. I just thought that maybe she was just kind of standoffish and mean, but she wasn't. And I got it. But then she was talking about relationship, how she's, you know, she was best friend with this guy for like years, and then they started to date, but he was talking about he wasn't ready to be in a relationship. And, you know, every time she tried to leave, she always come back. I'm hearing that Chingy and Tyrese song. Every time she try to leave, something keeps pulling me back. And she's like, and I told her, I said, look, if this man really wants to be with you, because a person knows right off bat if they want to marry somebody, if they want to be with somebody, they don't want to be with somebody. Like, it don't take years and years and years for this person to sit here and, you know what I'm saying? I told her, I said, walk away. Focus on yourself. Because you keep saying you leaving and then you come back to him, he's not taking you serious. He's going to keep doing what he's doing because you're not putting their boundaries up and sticking to it. She looked at me and said, you're right. And then I also told her, I was like, you know, stop trying to control stuff. I said, and that's our thing, and this is one of the life lessons we have to learn in life. It's not trying to control things that you cannot control. What's that saying, that scripture, the little verse or whatnot is, you know, that tells you, grant me the serenity. Some of y'all know I be fucking with shit. But basically, you know, give me the peace and, you know, let go of the things that I can't control. That was another thing. And she said, you know, by her actually doing what she was scared to do, it opened her up. And I said, yes. I said, because when you stay in comfortability, you're not growing. You're not growing. That's why when most of the time when stuff happen in your life, it's not happening to you, it's happening for you, because it's some things that is blocking your next level up that you need to get rid of. So, you know, yeah, I know I'm going all off on a tangent, and, you know, I'm trying to make sure I cover all the bases that Spirit put on my mind and stuff like that, because they not gonna be torturing me and haunting me, you know, my nerves with it until I do. Because to be honest with you, like, I've been wanting to get to these cards. Spirit, like, no, you need a break, because I do know that I am being spiritually attacked, because they're trying to close off my crown chakra, my throat chakra, you know, block my intuition and all that stuff, so I can't get these messages and stuff. That's fine, because like they say, when one door closes, another one open. Like, I have many gifts. I can interpret things many ways and in different ways. So just because you thinking you blocking me off from some cards and stuff, there's other ways I channel. And I'm pretty sure it's other people out there that's like this, chosen ones, that's like this. So you ain't stopping nothing. You just, all you doing is boosting up my creativity to find other ways to get this message out. So thank you. You ain't stopping nothing. I'm still walking through them doors, honey. It's just not them doors that you thought you closed. It's a bigger and better door. Like I said, you know, people judge for what? I heard the dude said last night, he was like, oh, no, I waiter today. When we went to go eat, he was like, you know, just out the blue, just talking, you know, just like real comfortable. You know, like he been knew us or whatnot. We just talking and laughing and joking and stuff like that too with him. And he was, was basically saying, he was from New York, and, he loved New York because it's basically like a melting pot of different ethnicities, and don't nobody judge nobody about what they're doing or what their practices are. He said, but then when he started going to the churches and stuff like that, he was like, man, those are the most cynical and judgmental people. But them are the ones that have the most going on in their lives, behind the scenes doing shit. So y'all watch who y'all listening to and you let them lead y'all, because y'all can say what you want to say, but some of these pastors, ministers, bishops, whoever that's in the pulpit and is claiming to be the shepherds of flocks, not doing right. Because A, your ass is not supposed to be in nobody's motherfucking pulpit trying to tell nobody what they should and shouldn't do, and talking about living righteously and all that stuff, when you over here doing the shit that you doing and you hiding it. And most of them not even hiding it. True enough, yeah, I understand that everybody is fighting something. Everybody's fighting something, but you have a choice. And if you choose to deceive people all for money, because churches are, not all, but most churches, majority of the churches are corporate, money-based. Y'all be mindful. Be mindful. Because it's that do as I say, not as I do. They tell you one thing and they doing the opposite of what they telling you. Be mindful. I'm hearing that K. Michelle song, Be Mindful. I think it's with the album where she's blowing a bubble and the dude is outside the bubble, and the bubble is pushing him away or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, be mindful. Be mindful who you trying to hurt, who you trying to deceive, because chosen ones don't walk around here, just because you can't see their wings don't mean they not divine. And just because they are divine don't mean they don't have any faults or stuff like that. And then y'all wonder, or for some of y'all, for other people, in the Bible, it talks about how, Spirit uses people like prostitutes, drug addicts, and stuff like that, uses them to uplift other people. That's because these people realized that they had demons and stuff on them, and that they needed to get rid of this stuff, and they took the steps to do it, and they changed their lives. That's why Spirit used those type of people. Because who would sit here and listen to somebody that was perfect, ain't been through nothing, and then trying to tell you, you know what I'm saying, like, really, you know what I'm saying, it don't hold no weight what you saying. Yeah, it could be true, but it don't hold no weight because you ain't go through that struggle. So just because a person smile, takes for instance me, I've been through a whole fucking lot. And every day I am so fucking grateful, because I look back, I was not supposed to be here. And I'm so grateful for how far I have come. And for me to even go back that way, I can't. And like I said, yes, I have been battling my own demons right now, because like I said, I know I'm being spiritually attacked. Some of these people that's coming towards me, I already know why, but some people are brought into your lives to teach you lessons. And, the thing about it is to recognize it. And when you recognize it, to do the steps to walk away and do better. Just because we're psychics and stuff like that doesn't mean that we're not going to go through stuff. We're not going to be tested, because we're always tested. People are always coming at us because they don't want us to give out these messages, words, because evil is still trying to overrun this planet. And it's time for that to cease. And they are fighting it and trying to hold on to the little bit that they have left. Y'all, look at what's on TV, what they're doing. They're making women more masculine. They're making women be more hoes. You know what I'm saying? Focus on these fake celebrities. When you have so many women and men out here who are doing things positively, but they don't want to show that shit. Most of y'all, all y'all feed into is negativity, and that shit is whack and is weak. I don't understand it. I don't need nothing that's gonna drain me, make me feel out of character, make me go back to who I was as far as my temper and doing dumb shit and trying to get revenge on people because they hurt me. And instead of me being able to express it verbally, I try to get back. Fuck it. That shit's for the birds. You know how light and free I feel now that I let spirit take control and I listen to my ancestors when, you know, they was trying to tell me, oh, them voices in your head, I mean, you crazy. You shouldn't talk back to them. You shouldn't talk to them. Fuck that. Fuck of that. Like I said, if y'all don't do your spiritual work, fasting and all that stuff, and getting rid of people projections and shit like that, y'all not gonna know what spirit is talking to you. That's just like people playing with a Ouija boards and don't know what the fuck they doing, and not knowing how to properly close shit out, not knowing when a spirit is there to deceive them, all that good shit. And it's just not with the Ouija boards, that's with tarot cards as well. Y'all got to be mindful of stuff like that, what y'all buying and people intention. If y'all don't feel good about that situation, you ain't got to know what the fuck is going on behind the scenes. Trust your intuition. Your intuition is your higher self, spirit, your ancestors, all of them talking to you. Because you are part of spirit. If you have a soul. Now, everybody got a soul. Man trying to argue with me about that last night. I said, well, prove me wrong. He's like, prove me right. I said, you the one trying to argue with me, trying to tell me I'm wrong. The burden's on you. I'm the defendant. You the prosecutor at this point. You got to bring the evidence. I done been there and done that. I don't know everything. And I'm not never claiming to know everything. I know what I know. And I learn new stuff every day. Y'all keep an open heart, open mind. But be mindful of your energy and who you're giving your time to. With that being said, I'm getting ready to close this out because I am getting ready to go to work. So, y'all be safe out here in these streets. Be mindful. Keyword, be mindful. People's actions, people's intentions. Peace, love, and gratitude.